One thing I want to do with this channel is combine my skills as a therapist and the things I'm learning and applying it to gaming. And I think one of the best ways to do that is to give you all some tips and tricks to help improve your performance. And today we're talking about tapping and tapping in resources. Before we get into this, I can be found on Twitch Monday, Thursday, Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Link will be below. I also can be found on Twitter. It's at Dontoni_Lamb, and that link is also going to be below. Also, quick shout out, sponsor Clutch, great energy source, small business, made it for gamers by gamers. It's an amazing product. Use code Dontoni, 20% off. Do it. But today we're going to be talking about tapping and tapping in your resources and how this can help improve your performance when you're gaming. So I guess I want to kind of give you guys different skills that I've learned in my practice as a therapist that can help you guys improve your performance in gaming. And I think this is a great place to start. So this is a new trick that I learned, new intervention. It's not really a trick. It's a new intervention that I learned through my old supervisor before I was licensed. And this is called tapping in. So it involves a two-step process, and we're going to go over both those steps today. I'll give you some examples and how to apply that when playing Siege or any other game where you want to improve your performance. And as a reference, if anyone's curious about this, a great work, Tapping In, by Dr. Laurel Parnell. It's an evidence-based intervention, and it's great for a lot of things. So it's used a lot in EMDR therapy for trauma. It's also good for anxiety, depression, sleep issues, performance anxiety, performance issues. The book goes over a whole bunch of different ways to use this skill. So there's two parts to this. So the first one's going to be identifying your resources or tapping into your resources. So this can be a few different things. I'm going to go specific for game performance, but in general, it could be like a safe, peaceful place, a place where you feel good in life. It could be like a powerful figure that you feel like gives you strength. Any of those sort of things. Use your imagination. And I'm going to go into some specifics here and give you like step-by-step process of how to do this. As it relates to gaming specific. The second part of this is going to be tapping. And yeah, it's tapping. And again, I will get into that and I'll explain that whole process. I'll demonstrate it, all that sort of stuff coming up right now. And this can be used like going into a ranked match. If you're just like a rank star, this could be used going into a ranked match or an unranked match. Anytime you're not feeling confident and you want to increase your performance. And this is what you're going to do. So the first step is you're going to bring up an image of doing whatever you're planning to do. For example, if you're anxious about going into this ranked match, you might envision a future scene where you are in the ranked match, you're playing the game. Ask yourself what resources or qualities you need in this situation. So for example, you might say that you want to be a top fragger. You want to win the match. You want to kick some ass. Think of a time when you had this resource. Can you think of any times when you were able to frag out properly? If you can, bring an image or memory to mind that represents that time. With that resource in mind, activate your senses. What did you notice in your body? What were you feeling? Were you feeling confident? Were you relaxed? Were you hyped up? So for instance, you may, remember a match where you had a flawless match, you were top frag, you were excellent, you were in the zone, you were hitting all your shots, the calls were good. You're going to envision all of that. You're going to feel the strength that you had in that match. You're going to hear the call outs you were giving. You're going to feel strong and you're going to feel confident. Once you have a good sense of this resource, like once that image is really clear in your mind, you're going to begin to tap. And now when I say tap, you're doing bilateral stimulation. So both hemispheres of your brain, both hemispheres of your body, you're stimulating. So this can be like tapping on your legs like a drummer. Right? It could be tapping your feet, left, right, left, right. You could do what they call like a butterfly hug, where you give yourself a hug. You're tapping. Okay? So you begin to tap 6 to 12 times. Stop after the 6 or 12 and check in on how you're feeling. If the resource continues to be strong and you really see this, Continue to tap some more. Are there any encouraging or coaching words that go with this positive image? Maybe there's music that inspires you. Regardless, add that in and keep tapping, tap that memory or image with the words or music. Now, you may be asking, well, what if I'm never good, right? I'm new to the game. I'm never good at this game. So if that's the case, if you can't think of a time when you had this resource that you want, you then are going to think of someone else who has this resource. So maybe you're going to think, about a time you watched, Pengu or Bolo or someone, whoever it is for whatever game you're playing, and watch them frag out. Maybe that's the resource that you're going to tap instead. So after tapping in the resource, return to the image that you began with on the future performance. So after you're done tapping, think back to what you said in the beginning of envisioning that match, envisioning doing well, envisioning fragging out. How do you feel now when that comes up? If you feel better about going into the match, more confident, keep tapping to strengthen those. If you feel you need more resources, you can do that too. And finally, you're going to envision yourself in the future. So after finishing that awesome match, after being the top frag, after winning that ranked match that gets you to whatever rank or goal you had set. And then tap as you imagine that as well. Now, I know some of you out there may be skeptical on this. Like, okay, Don, so you're telling me just to envision this thing happening and magically tapping my body is going to make this happen. So there's evidence to back this up. They don't exactly 100% understand the full reason for why this works. They really don't yet. They think it has to do with the bilateral stimulation. It's like a self-soothing, natural self-soothing thing that we have within ourselves. And you're just utilizing the natural physiological calming aspects of that slow and steady tapping of both hemispheres of your body. I was skeptical too. There's lots of research to back this up. I've even used this with clients, and they report that it does calm them and it makes them feel better. I've used this with clients with insomnia, anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and they've all reported that this helps too. So give it a shot, see what you think. Hopefully you all will be out there winning your games and more confident doing so. So in the future, we're going to have more videos like this where I go over basic therapy kind of tricks that will help you with your performance. The next one will probably be on positive thinking, but this one I just wanted to get out there. So if you like what you saw today, please like and subscribe. If you want to check out this book, again, it's called Tapping In. You can get it on Amazon, and it goes over all the different benefits of this. So if you like what you saw today, check out that book. Check me out on my stream if you have any questions. Every stream I do Ask a Therapist. So I'll take any sort of mental health questions that anyone has on stream. It's not true therapy on stream, but if you have any general questions, what's therapy like? Hey, I got this small problem, what can I do? Those sort of things we can definitely handle on stream. If you're in a more serious crisis state mental health wise, there's lots of resources you can reach out to. If you need help, please go talk to someone. And I will see you guys next episode.